on two sides?
I put up the fences to make it safe.
And these fences go all the way across?
Both ways.
But if the living can adapt,
Things are changing. These guys are not just walking.
so can the dead.
It's like they're pretending to be alive. They're mindless walking corpses. They'll never get across the river. They're moving toward the city.
There's nothing there, man.
They're communicating. They're thinking. We're going back to see if we can help. Trouble? In a world where the dead are returning to life, the word trouble loses much of its meaning.
George A. Romero's Land of the Dead.
Zombies, man. They creep me out.
Land of the Dead is a horror sci-fi thriller movie that was released on June 24th, 2005. This is basically the second movie that George A. Romero did in the modern day line of zombie movies. He made about 4 of them. But this is the only one that I've seen so far. Let's see if it's good, as always. As for the story, the zombies have taken over the world. Because of this, humans have created a city blocked off by a wall to keep the zombies away from them. But soon, there are plans to overthrow the city, and the zombies become even more advanced. This story is pretty fucking bad. It may seem compelling, but it is not even conveyed all that well. But that's not even the main reason why the story is not that good. When I was watching it, I felt I got what I wanted. I was given plenty of violence, obscenities, and even some nudity that would satisfy any politically incorrect movie fan like myself. And yet, I was not feeling it. I was wondering how that was while it was going on. But once that stuff kind of waned, I figured it out. This movie is really dull and has little to no life put into it. Normally I'm fine with when a protagonist has a very fucking serious demeanor and rarely smiles, but none of the dialogue given to Riley Denbo, Simon Baker's character, is interesting or memorable, which can really ruin a movie, and it kind of ruins this one. The other characters don't do a whole lot to stand out, except maybe John Leguizamo's character. But even his character is pretty fucking confusing. He starts off trying to help them, but then holds them hostage and tries to kill them, but then has a bizarre motivation, and oh my fucking god, my head is going to explode if I try to remember all this. Stopping there. My point is, his character is poorly written, and the twists he is given come out of nowhere and do not enhance the movie in any way. Making things harder is that even the violence starts to become less and less. That is a problem, considering this is a movie you would expect to have a bunch of violence. But because the action and violence is weaker, it cannot distract you from the goddamn banal storyline. Even the climax was not satisfying at fucking all. Oh, no, not this again. I was expecting there to be a huge battle during the bus ride, into the city, but that never happened, which is unbelievably disappointing. In fact, the climax mostly focused on a goddamn fight in the garage, which is decent but takes many weird directions that were surprisingly kind of contrived. It is like the second half of the movie is not connected to the first half in any way. As for the production values, they're not bad. The cinematography is nice and dark, and does work for this type of movie. The editing is decent when it is not abruptly ending a situation going on. The sound is good, and so are the sets. The music is forgettable, though. Overall, Land of the Dead is a pretty underwhelming movie. The story is extremely dull. The characters are forgettable or unlikable bastards and cunts that may just be worse than the zombies. The action is not given out in an organized way, which kind of does ruin the experience, unlike, say, A Fistful of Dollars. If you want a movie with lots of violence and gore and other kinds of depravity, then there are tons of better alternatives to choose from. Hopefully, the first one of the modern George A. Romero movies is much better. And for what it's worth, a lot of people really enjoyed that one, so I have more motivation to see that one than Land of the Dead again. I give Land of the Dead 2 out of 5 stars with the title of Okay But Lacks Staying Power. Anyway, I'm Spike Robot. Thank you all for watching, and see you later.
Fuck all mind games, fuck all the lies. Fuck what you think, yeah, fuck all of you guys. Fuck what you've heard.